We're gonna have the Quark Drive. Psyblade takes out the Blissey. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're gonna start off with our Tapu Koko, because you already know we got that electric terrain set up. It's what our team pretty much runs off of. So I'm gonna go straight into our Landers here. We got the Clear Body, and they're away on Phantom Force vacation nonsense, so they're gonna have 2 reasons not to get the stat drop. It is what it is. They're gonna take the Dragon Darts. I'm not too worried about inflicting damage here with an Earthquake. I'm gonna go for Stealth Rock. And Landers is just going to have to go into the fire. Sorry, buddy. So Dragon Darts is going to take us out, but now we got the Electric Terrain, and the way we set up our IVs for our Iron Leaves, Iron Leaves, say that 5 times fast, we're going to have the Quark Drive. Psyblade takes out the Blissey with 1 go. That is so amazing. Because as we know, the Electric Terrain not only has the Quark Drive for the Iron Leaves, so that we can have the Life Orb on top of it, but Electric Terrain powers up the Psyblade by 50%. And Araquanid is going to take a big chunk here, and they're not going to be able to take 2. They're going to use Protect, which is actually really smart, because it's going to eat away the Electric Terrain. But guess what? I still think we're going to have enough oomph to take it out with the Psyblade. Iron Leaves doing work early. Iron Moth is, I believe, faster than us without the Electric Terrain up. Now that Electric Terrain is, that's the one downside by running a Life Orb instead of Booster Energy, because we're relying on the Electric Terrain. But it is what it is. Clodsire is going to hit a 4 times weakness on the Fire Poison type, and that is going to be a good night for you. Okay, so Virizion, yeah, I'm assuming they're going to do some like Quiver Dance nonsense, so let's go ahead and recover. We are unaware. I don't want them to put us asleep, so Hurricane, no confusion. Okay, no confusion, that's good. I'm actually running Haze instead of Stealth Rock just because Landorus already has that. We're running Landorus as like the Defog and Stealth Rock, and because it has Defog, I don't like running Stealth Rock on the Clodsire. But maybe it's a mistake, I don't know. Either way, okay, we got unaware. We're not too worried about these Quiver Dances. We're only worried about it if they manage to break the Clodsire. Well, I wish it could be like confusion, it could be some critical hits. There's the critical hit, and now I'm a little bit nervous here. But it is what it is. We're going to shove our Toxic. The Toxic goes through. And even if they do put us to sleep, I think we should be fine. Sleep Powder, it does hit. It's not Spore. Sleep Powder, but it is what it is. Come on, baby. 1 more Hurricane. Yeah, there we go. With the Life Orb damage, the Clodsire has been acquired of the Sire. Let's go. Okay, Dragapult, that's not a big deal. I'm presuming, even with the Dragon Dance, that's a little scary, but this is why we have a Focus Sash Raichu, so I'm not too worried about this. But the Dragon Darts does present an issue. I think because Dragon Darts is going to break away our Sash, even though they don't know that, I'm going to go with our Tapu Koko. We have to set up that Electric Terrain. Phantom Force is going to blow us out of the water here after that Dragon Dance. Ooh, with Life Orb as well. So Raichu, bang, there we go, and with the Surfing, we are way faster. Lopunny, we got the Fake Out. I'm not too worried about this. I think we're still faster anyway, but even if we did, we've got the Leaves to clean up the job. Let's go. Okay, so this team looks pretty interesting here. We got our Tapu Koko, because obviously we're setting up that Electric Terrain is what we do, baby. And we're going to go for Volt Switch, but they go for Tera Ground and Iron Head and Oak, and that's Life Orb Corviknight? Very strange, but we'll do what we can. We're going to go with Tera Grass Knot, and we actually do not survive. I thought that was going to kill for sure, so now we lose our Electric Terrain Setter, so we have to do as much damage as possible with what we got. We got Iron Leaves here. Obviously, I'm going to go for Swords Dance. I don't think you can really threaten the Iron Leaves, and we get this Swords Dance, and this Psyblade in Electric Terrain is going to blow that Sceptile out of the water. I am the real grass type, baby. Extreme Speed, we just survived, but it's at 10%. You couldn't leave me with 11% with the Live Orb. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that out. But we get 2 kills for the price of 1 with our Iron Leaves. You gotta love that. Hawlucha, I'm actually just going to attack. I'm a little nervous if they drop like a Draco Meteor or something. I don't want to play around with that. So we do hit the 2-hit KO. We don't do any Swords Dancing or anything. But here comes out the Umbreon, and a close combat's going to do a large chunk of damage here. And I think we're pretty much just on autopilot for the rest of the match. We're going to go in for just any... We have 2 options here. I'm going to go for the Landorus, because I kind of want to taunt, because I don't want them to be able to heal up. And I don't know if Raichu can really do the job. I mean, yeah, either way it's fine, because even Clodsire can take care of it. Here comes a Foul Play. We're going to use some Earthquake action, and they can't switch into the Gengar, obviously, so you gotta love it. I'm really loving the Iron Leaves here, because it's just kind of poking an offensive hole into the team, even though it did lose. I want it to kind of sweep the team here in the Electric Terrain, but it is what it is. The Gengar comes out, and I think it's all but over. That Shadow Ball does not even kill. Assuming, yeah, they are Sash. Most Gengars are. But it's not a big deal because we have a Sash on our Raichu, and that's just going to be game over. Let's go, Raichu. And there it is, Psychic, and that's game over. We didn't even need the Surfing to double our speed. Okay. Oh my, Rain, go away. So we got the Pelipper. We're not worried about this because obviously we got the Electric Surge. We're going to use an electric type attack just to cover our butts, but we're not worried about it. We go with the Swampert, we're not worried about it because guess what? We are running Grass, not Tapu Koko. We're going to resist Water and ground type moves, and that Grass Knot's going to take out that Swampert. We learned our lesson with that Corviknight, but this time we get the kill. I'm going to save our electric terrain because I think that could be very, very important, especially with the psychic terrain. So we're going to pretty much sacrifice our Clodsire. I don't care how unaware about it you are, you're going to do it down to that. So Rising Voltage is going to do a little bit more than usual, and that actually does pretty good damage to resist Ferrothorn. I'm going to switch out because I'm assuming they could probably go for Leech Seed. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely wonderful. Thank goodness we got a free switch in here. I'm going for Substitute. I don't know if they're running Toxic or something, and they go for Stealth Rock, and there's absolutely no love for the Iron Leaves here. They're going to go for Spikes. They're not even going to respect it. No knockoff, no nothing. Okay, well here's a close combat. And we have a Substitute up with our lovely Iron Leaves here. We do take a lot of recoil damage, which sucks. And Pelipper's going to come out, so we do not have the electric terrain anymore. So the Psyblade's a little weakened. It is what it is. We're going to have to do like a 2-hit KO rather than a 1. But there goes the Pelipper. Down you go to the Iron Leaves. These Iron Leaves are razor sharp, baby. So Kingdra's going to go ahead and kill our Iron Leaves, unfortunately. But again, you just have to see how the Iron Leaves is just doing its job every single time. We're going to set the electric terrain because it's the only shot we kind of have. We do have hazards up, but our Raichu with the double speed is going to have enough for the Kingdra here. And because they are Tera Water, they do hit Weak Side. So here comes the Psychic. We do get a crit there, which is really nice. I'm going to switch out here with Volt Switch to kind of just weaken them here because I want to keep our Raichu nice and safe. I think that's kind of our win condition from here on out. They're going to use Future Sight. That is kind of interesting here. Okay, we do survive with even with the critical hit. We're fine. We go Earthquake, and I think we're still fine though because even with the Kingdra, the rain is gone away. So when I say rain, go away, it is going to be goodbye. The Future Sight hits nothing, so that works out in our favor here. We are faster than the Kingdra, and because they are Water type here, we're going to be just fine. Hawlucha comes in, and I think we're going to be okay. No more rain, so the Surf isn't good, and we're faster anyway. Even with the close combat and the Kingambit, I still think a Sucker Punch with the defense, with resisting it, comes out, and they don't even Sucker Punch anyway, and the close combat is going to blow Mr. Kingambit away. I see a Galvantula, and I am super nervous about that sticky web. I love Galvantula. I'm going to keep my eye on you, don't you worry. We're going to go for the Volt Switch. I want to see if they're Choice Scarfed or anything. They are not, so what's this Gengar got up its sleeve? A Sludge Wave does hilariously nothing to our Clodsire. We eat that for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, everything in between. Energy Ball, not a big deal. We're going to go for an Earthquake, and this is an easy kill here. They're going to disable us, but let's get real. Levitate is so much better than Curse Body, so that Curse, we don't even really care. Okay, Hydro Pump, that does blow us out of the water here. Almost, because Clodsire is super tanky. I want to see if they're choiced, so they are. So they're going to go for Hydro Pump as well. So now we know that they're locked into Hydro Pump. We're going to go for our lovely Iron Leaves with the Quark Drive. I'm going to get off a free Swords Dance because we're faster. And they obviously 80%, they do hit us anyway, but it's not a big deal. We're going to use that Psyblade, and they are no longer Dark type. And we're going to just oh my god, the destruction is just gruesome. And they have Sucker Punch on their Galvantula. That is super disappointing here because now we kind of have to switch out. I don't want to get Sucker Punched again. So it is what it is. And this is why I love the Taunt Landorus. They've got Sucker Punch, and it doesn't matter here because guess what? They can just spam Sticky Web. We're going to spam Stealth Rocks. This is going to be like a weird little like back and forth here. But this is why I like Taunt, is because it breaks the little like hazard match we have going on here. So we're going to go ahead and Taunt. They're going to use Bug Buzz. I thought they were going to switch out. But now we can Defog, and then we can set up Stealth Rock, and then we can go for Earthquake, and all within that realm of the Taunt. And look, now they're still taunted. They cannot do anything else. We're going to get the kill with our rocks up and no hazards on us side. So we could do that for anything, but we just happen to get rid of the Sticky Web. And that could be very important with the potentially Dragon Dancing, Dragapult, we don't even want to mess with that. They go down to 1%, which is really, really annoying, but it is what it is. We can still take care of the Dragapult, and the Life Orb damage just recoils it anyway. So they have Heavy Duty Boots, Dragon Knight. Oh, they don't. I was just kidding. Wow, so they actually take that. We're just gonna go ahead and just go in Dazzling Gleam, because I don't want to mess with anything. When they have the Dragon Dance, I don't want this Extreme Speed, because obviously Extreme Speed blows our little electric terrain strategy just kind of sky high. So, Fire Punch. They go for Fire Punch? No, so they're not packing Earthquake. That's interesting. They're gonna go for another Fire Punch. Let's see if they are packing the Extreme Speed. And they are not. We just Dazzling Gleam them out. So, okay. And then we got the Charizard, and I think we just kind of finish them off from here. We're just going to go for a Volt Switch, and that's just game? Okay, we didn't even need the Iron Leaves to clean up the scraps. That works for me.